All right, time to start the official Skunk and Dom podcast. This is the Skumcast.
Skum.
Skumcast.
Wow.
All right. Welcome to episode 1 of the Skumcast.
1.5, as it were.
Yes, 1.5. Well, whatever, Is
Take
this
2.
even going to be a real episode? Who knows? We're just trying to play around with this. We finally got everything to kind of work. We have the microphone set up on a chair in between us so that we can sit close
on the
enough
floor.
to... Yeah, so we can sit close enough to it to have anything to talk about. We've decided this first episode is going to be the best bands that have debuted since the 90s.
In our opinion.
In our opinion. We're both going to do a top 5, and then we'll argue about it amongst ourselves. Pull up the list.
Bring up the list, sir.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with my top 5. It's going to be kind of hard to rank, because I'm just not that good at that,
Yeah,
but I
we
do
should
know
put
what
it on
number
top
1
five.
is, and number 1 is going to be Sabaton. Because it's me. It's me. It's me. It's DDP. No, it's Sabaton is definitely number 1 for me.
You down with DDP?
Yeah, down with DBT.
You kind of know me.
Yeah, exactly. So, if I had to rank top 5, Sabaton number 1, I'd probably put Lamb of God at number 2 for me personally. No, let's put down at number 2, Lamb of God number 3, then Gojira,
Opinion tripper.
and then probably Mastodon after that, and that's my top 5.
Mastodon.
So we have Sabaton first, then down, then Lamb of God, then Gojira, then Mastodon.
Sastodon.
Sastodon. Dom,
Oh, God.
what are your top 5?
Oh. Well, as of right now, because it changes way too much, I'd probably put Gojira at number 1 because,
Because Magma.
sweet lord. Because of the whole category except for the Link. The Link is just kind of like they're getting off their feet.
Yeah, bands
Everything
have to
after
do
that is just like solid gold.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd have to say Howard Jones era Kill Switch is number 2 just because I can listen to any of the songs that he did and like it never gets old. Every single album that he put out with that band is just like solid gold. Once again, everything is perfect.
Uh-huh.
There's like one song that I don't really like that he did, and that's it. And I can't even.
Which
I think it's
one is that?
I think it's Irreversal. Yeah, something like that. But anyway.
This is Marcus!
Yeah, and I've learned to love Jesse's era, but like it's always been Howard Jones for me. All right, that's number 2.
That's number 2.
That's number 2. Down, I guess, to be number 3, so we can cut out some of this damn time.
Uh-huh.
Cause like, it was a super group of like all the greatest guys in the NOLA scene.
Then all the supers left.
Yeah, and then it was just like a couple of roadies.
We got a couple of roadies in there now.
Yeah, but they're still solid.
To be honest, yeah, Purple
Pat.
Part 2 and Purple Part
Rick.
1 are both pretty fucking good, and they're without Rex.
Yeah, and now they're just kind of doing their own. Like, we're not gonna put out records. We're gonna put out LPs.
Yeah, we're old
Smoke.
school. Smoke.
I don't even. Is that even an old school thing? Like,
I think it-
how you
well,
never put out
when-
albums. You just put out LPs.
If you did that in the 50s, that's pretty much what they did.
How about you just wait and then put everything on an album, Phil? But anyway,
I think they're just lazy.
I don't even think Crowbar would be on my top 5.
Really?
Crowbar is one of those bands that like no one else likes except for me, and I will always like them because everything that they do is great.
You just like to rep them because literally nobody else in the world likes them.
I'm a Crowbar hipster. I guess in terms of like longevity and me being a fan of them for so long, Disturbed would be would be 3 or 4. That's 4.
now.
Yeah, because I can't get enough of Disturbed. They're so good. Everyone hates them for some reason because they came out of that era like Korn.
Because
And
they
System of a
sound
Down.
like hard rock at a lot of the times. They're hardly even metal.
But Draymond's vocals are just so fucking great.
They're really cool.
Ah.
Let me tell you this about Disturbed. They called their mascot the Guy. That's so stupid.
Don't be that guy.
No, they had a cool design for this big guy in the the hooded cloak and he looks really evil, and he's got that demonic smile. And what do they call him? Not like Lucifer, not like, King Awesome or anything like that, or the monster. No, just the guy, completely unthreatening.
I think that the guy was an afterthought, like name-wise, because like you wouldn't want to name it something stupid like it's the devil, blah blah. It's the disturbed one.
Well, I mean, fucking, it worked pretty well for Eddie and Iron.
Yeah, but that became like a joke. Like,
yeah, it's Vic Rattlehead. Yeah, Vic Rattlehead and Megadeth. That's usually their.
I didn't know that was his name until right now. I just thought it was
really?
the Megadeth guy.
Dude, the fucking song on the first album, Rattlehead. It's about Vic Rattlehead.
Hello, Vic. It's me again. I don't know. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5 would probably be, once again, longevity. Alice in Chains. Well, actually, no, because Alice in Chains, like, the first 3 albums are good, and then they just become, like, weird fucking, what's the guitarist's name?
Jerry Cantrell
of Vision. Alice in Chains. But maybe Kylesa? Even Kylesa's kind of, like...
You're just pissed because they're on hiatus.
Yeah. Because they broke up, man. No, it's no more.
Look,
I didn't get a tattoo
coming
of them.
from one huge System of a Down fan, just live with the hiatus, man. Just get over it. It'll happen.
Kylesa was actually good. Oh! I mean,
Shots
fucking
fired.
System of a Down, their first, like, 2 records were okay. And
not have System of a Down's debut album or Toxicity.
Their debut and Toxicity.
I will not have them just disparaged in my house. I'm in your house.
You're in my house, son. This is where Philip and Killswitch rule, sir. Okay, so those are our top... Did I do a 5th one?
You did do the 5th one.
Fuck it, I'm going to do 4 because I don't follow the rules,
no,
sir.
No, you did 5. You said Kylesa.
Yeah, but they were split. I didn't have a definitive 4, but who cares?
Apparently, me and Amy are the only people in the United States who like to listen to Sabaton, which is pretty frustrating. They definitely deserve that number 1 spot because they're simply the best band that has ever walked the earth.
Ghost Vision.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll do some honorable mentions for the rest of the list here.
I definitely
you
have
can
to
start
mention...
with Night Shit or Shit Wish.
Nightwish. Thank you, Dom. We're really going to start the controversy early now. This is the spot where you and I diverge. Where I like power metal, and you think it all sounds like opera.
Power metal is 80s shit. It's not... Power metal is not...
It is not 80s shit. Stradivarius made it 90s shit.
I hate that power metal is, like, mostly, like, a foreign thing now. Like, we don't have American power metal.
We really don't, and we really should.
It all died when Phil made... power metal with Pantera.
The album Power Metal?
Yes.
That
that's
nobody
where
has
it
heard.
Started and ended. Because it's a fucking... It's the holy grail of
It's
power
not
metal.
even a Power Metal album. It's just the name of the album.
It supersedes any...
Look, whenever anybody talks
genre.
about Power Metal in the scene, they're always like, oh yeah, I love Dio. And like,
Who says that?
No, they're like fucking everybody. They're thinking like Dungeons and Dragons. If you sing about Dungeons and Dragons, then you're a fucking Power Metal.
I don't know.
guy.
I feel like there's a different name for like the medieval metal from the 80s that Dio like
that's always
created.
what they call it. They always call it power metal. And you know what? It really is distinct from shit like Sonata Arctica and Stradivarius and Nightwish. It doesn't sound shit like it. So there should be a different name for those. I don't know what it could be. Would it just be medieval metal?
Medieval.
Medieval?
Medieval.
Chalice of Souls.
Souls. Inside jokes. So we got Night Shit out of the way. Let's kill it and bury it in the backyard.
Well, we said we were going to do some honorable mentions and
dishonorable.
Well, you know who needs an honorable mention is Mastodon.
Yes.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't make it onto either one of our top fives. Maybe it's just because
maybe it needs to be reworked.
Maybe it does, but you know their newest album is just not that thrilling.
It's good though.
Look, I don't think if you're a band and you put out an album that is anywhere near as good as Leviathan, then you need to be in the metal.
I'm not in the Leviathan camp.
Valhalla for the rest of eternity.
I like Blood and Thunder a lot, obviously, but everything else is just kind of like
I love the like crazy proggy like ocean.
Once they hit Crack the Sky, that's when it's like unbelievable,
Heart of the,
and amazing.
Oh man, I love like Aqua Dementia. It's like fucking off the rails crazy song.
Yeah, I think once they hit Crack the Sky though, that's when it became like
It became mainstream.
Powerhouse, fucking mainstream.
It became
like Mastodon.
Everybody started to know who they were when Crack the Sky came out.
Mastodon.
Yeah, like because Oblivion got huge, and what's the other song?
Oblivion and
the one that starts with the banjos.
Oh God, was that Divinations?
Divinations. That's the other song that got really big.
Yeah, but like The Last Baron, that's like my favorite song by them. The Last Baron. The Last Baron.
One of my favorite songs by them is
isn't it Colony of Birchmen?
Colony of Birchmen, but that's on Blood Mountain. And Sleeping Giant as well, because I got that song stuck in my head for almost 2 years.
Oh shit. Mastodon. We got I'll do Deftones. Timeless, except for Adrenaline, their first album, which I don't know. Maybe I need to re-listen to that, but I've never really liked, especially because of the album art. It's like that weird baby phlegm thing. But Deftones, I don't know. There's always a good time to listen.
What's the album with like the camera angle down on the chick?
That's not Around the Fur.
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's got the song Sex Tape on it, and
yeah,
okay, it is Around the Fur.
Yeah. Around the Fur, and then Knife Party is on. That's probably one of my favorite ones.
On White Pony.
On White Pony.
I did a lot of listening to Deftones, and specifically Around the Fur, when I was dating my ex, who was crazy into Deftones.
Yeah, history, brother.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
History. Cream of the crop.
In the Macho Man.
Wrestler Hour. I recently just got into them because I had always heard, like, obviously, what's it called? My Own Summer, Shove It, was, like, the biggest whatever song they put out.
I think if you're into Tool at all,
if
you like vibe bands, you're going to be into Deftones because they're like Tool, but they actually bother to write songs.
We'll shoehorn in Tool right now because, no, Deftones is not like Tool. They're kind of like weird, like, trippy, druggy, I don't know what the fuck.
I feel like they create a vibe, and they
late 90s.
actually bother to write songs.
But, like, you have to sit down. Skunk has not sat down and listened to Tool, like, as he should.
That's true, I haven't.
To appreciate it, because Tool is, like, dark and trippy.
Maynard James Keenan is like, too many names.
They use the fucking Fibonacci scale to make songs.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy.
It's science, man. But, yeah, back to Deftones. Haven't you heard Needles and Pins?
Yes,
like
I've heard Needles and Pins.
Yes,
I've heard that song a lot of times.
Dead.
No, you got under 2 seconds. You're fine.
Yeah, they didn't get us just yet. And then they came back. Like Diamond Eyes was, it's okay. And then they came back with Koi no Yokan, which is fucking great all the way through.
I feel like we're talking too much about our honorable mentions and not enough about what we, like, our focus, our top 5.
No one's gonna listen to this. It doesn't matter.
Nobody's gonna listen to this. Amy might listen to this.
Going back.
I wanted to mention Soulfly as well, even though, like, you know...
Yeah, Soulfly is
Soulfly is awesome. They're from the 90s, technically. Like,
it's Sepultura, but
it's
new
Sepultura,
metal.
but new metal, exactly.
Yeah.
And Arch Enemy, too, because, you know, this is me and Dom here talking. We're gonna rep Arch Enemy. Even though, like...
That gargly fucking... What's her name? Angela Gossow voice. Where it's like she's doing death metal underwater.
Yeah. Revolution Begins was like my introduction to them, and like ever since then it's just been like, holy shit, this band.
Alyssa Whiteglue's is like taken 4 fucking years to make a new album.
They've torn it up,
2 or
though.
3, but still.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Make a new album already, people.
They had to tour the world like 3 times because that was the biggest shit in metal.
I know.
For like,
still,
for like 6 months.
You gotta get the tour out of the way, and then, you know, once you're still on that high of creative genius, you make another album, and then you keep touring, and you just kind of ride the wave, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did Arch Enemy. Typo. My girl. Typo is Typo, yeah.
What else do you have to say about Typo?
One of their first albums was a dick going into a vagina. That's as edgy as you get, kids.
Haven't we all done that?
Yes, of course. That's very relatable.
I like it because it's like everybody likes to tiptoe around sex and be edgy and shit. And I like how they just like put it right on the fucking cover of their album.
Typo Negative is like
it's just like, here, we're done. We don't have to worry about it.
It's sex vampire metal. I don't know. Every time you think of Typo, you think of like Blade.
I think of Queen of the Damned.
Oh God, that movie shouldn't have been called Queen of the Damned because it's like mostly Lestat.
It's mostly not about her.
Queen of the Damned is like the very end of the movie. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time.
That's for another time.
On movie Scum. But
yeah, the Skumcast movie edition.
Black Label.
Black Label Society.
They're okay. Black Label Society is okay.
I
don't really have a huge opinion.
I had a lot of fun seeing them.
Yeah. Zakk Wylde and Black Label Society are just kind of one and the same for me.
They really are because there's no reason to distinct between the two of them.
They don't have, like, Stillborn is like their
standout.
Stillborn. I don't know. But, yeah, like, everything else from them, aside from Stillborn, is, like...
I remember when Guitar Hero came out.
Okay.
And Fire It Up was, like, the song for a minute there.
The Disturbed song?
No, Fire It Up from Black Label Society.
It up.
No, Fire It Up like the engine.
Disturbed copied them, I think.
Oh, did they cover it?
Yeah. No, I don't think they covered it. That Fire It Up by Disturbed was on their newest album.
Oh.
And it's about, like, smoking weed, I think.
Oh, that's awful.
It's, like, giving me inspiration and all that.
David Dryman always fucking talks on caps on Facebook, and it's embarrassing.
He gave up Facebook because everyone kept attacking him for some reason.
Because he always talks in all caps on Facebook.
He's just really, like, politically, you know, like, I gotta talk about everything.
I feel like David Dryman is a kid. He's not a man.
And he was like that when Disturbed was, like, still fresh and stuff. He was kind of like the Corey Taylor of his day.
Was he, like, begging for attention, too?
Yeah, I forget where I, like, heard about that, but, like, he would just... It would be like, this happened, let's talk to David Dryman about it.
Yeah, I remember he was, like, positioning himself as, like, being popular in the same way that Marilyn Manson and Corey Taylor are, where, like, for some reason the media wanted to ask him questions and shit. But he's clearly proven not to be relevant anymore.
No one asks Marilyn Manson his opinion anymore. He's just still
relevant. Marilyn Manson, I have no idea why anybody ever talks about Marilyn Manson anymore.
He put out... He's making a movie, man.
Is he making a movie?
Yeah, you didn't see that trailer that was everywhere like last week?
What was it? Is it like
I don't know what it's called,
movie about him
like,
or
I don't. He's just like the main character. I think I haven't looked into it at all, but I've seen like super violent, gritty. I have acting chops, but I'm a musician thing. I don't know, but anyway, let's get to Slipknot. We're on the Slipknot.
Oh, Slipknot.
Slipknot.
From the years 2007, yeah, 7 to about 2012, I was the biggest Slipknot fan on earth.
I didn't fall into that, I don't think.
I absolutely did. I fell headfirst into it. I tripped all over myself. I was a maggot.
God. I think, like, Spit It Out, the very first, like, big metal song I think I ever heard was Duality. And, like, but that didn't get me into Slipknot. I heard that, Spit It Out, and, like, what was the one we were talking about? That was, like, Psychosocial. Yeah. That was, like, you were, like, the edgy
I remember
juggalo kid.
That was one of the first albums I ever bought on the day it came out.
God.
Was All Hope Is Gone.
Dead
and
memories.
I went to Hot Topic to buy it.
Back when Hot Topic was about metal and not pop and rap.
Well, this was Slipknot. They've always been about Slipknot. Look, I'm going to go to Knotfest, but it's not to see Slipknot. It's to see Sabaton!
It's to not see Sabaton or Shitnot.
It's absolutely
It's to see all the big bands. That's why they merged it with Ozfest to make it big again.
Yeah. Do you think that was a good choice? That they merged the two festivals?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, like, it's...
People wanted Ozfest to come back.
That's true, they did.
Knotfest was still, like, decently big.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's money.
I like the fact that they're doing a multiple day festival in one town in the United States, where like how they do it in Europe, where they have a big fucking festival and everybody comes to it. That's nice. It sucks that the United States has to like tour these huge festivals, and so you can't get things like Sonosphere and Hellfest and all that other shit, because that's really the festival experience. You can't get it in the United States. I'd say the closest thing we have to something like that is maybe Riot Fest, but that's mostly like alternative rock bands from anything from
We have not fest here because all the good festivals are like off in Chicago and fucking Indiana.
Yeah,
and
oh
shit
my god.
in the same state.
Heavy Montreal always has a fucking
Canada
crazy
has a
lineup.
lot of cool ones. They have the punk one that Descendants would always play at. We always want to...
Well, I mean, Las Vegas always has punk rock bowling that all the punk bands go to.
We did Nightwish, Lamb of God, Disturbed. Korn. Yeah.
Korn!
Shit Not and then Korn.
Oh, yeah, Korn.
The bearable new metal band that's still really good. And
1994. They basically came up with the fucking concept of new metal. Good for them. I like the fact that they had like this original idea and they pulled it off. I don't like the fact that it ruined music for several years. But, you know, I'm a Korn fan. I used to be a much bigger Korn fan.
I kind of go through stages of being like super into them. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have a new album coming out that they're saying is like...
I'll never listen to their new albums.
I don't know if they're going to incorporate more dubstep.
Korn haven't put out a really good album since... Well, okay. I guess Korn 3 was decent. I liked Pop a Pill. I liked
The Past is
Oildale.
Like an amazing song.
The Past is cool. But really, before that, they didn't put out a good fucking album since Evolution.
That wasn't the title.
What was the title?
It was Untitled, I think.
Yeah, Untitled.
I keep seeing, I'm like, why isn't
it was like 2005.
Yeah.
Untitled.
That's when it started to get really experimental. And
Why? Hush a bye.
Okay, well, yeah, Korn's good. I even like Path of Totality. I'll go on record saying
really?
That I fucking don't.
That's the album with like Skrillex, right?
It's great. Yeah, they did that with a bunch of dubstep albums.
Oh yeah,
or artists.
Well, the only song that got famous was the one that they did with Skrillex.
Narcissistic cannibal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're good. I like them a lot. I'm looking forward to the new album. Kylesa! Fucking Kylesa is like the greatest sludge, stoner, doom metal band ever.
I like the fact that
you can just show it to anybody. Yeah, exactly. We don't have enough of that. We need more female frontwomen.
We need more ladies in metal.
And there's a lot of them in like the stoner rock kind of genre. Not so much sludge. Some in doom. But like there's a lot in stoner. And Kylesa is like the king of all of that. Like it's just so weird whenever you
They really are kind of like the king of that scene. You know, that whole like Red Fang type sound thing.
Yeah,
they're really
the
like
sword.
The sword. They're right there. It's like the like head of the scene. It's kind of interesting. Same way that Down is like the head of the other like sludge bands. Yeah. You know, the like southern metal type bands.
I suppose
everybody wants to be them. Texas Hippie Coalition. I'm looking at you.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Hell yeah! Wishes they were good.
Hell no. Hell, let's go to the strip club with Vinny.
Yeah.
Where was I going? Yeah, Kylesa is... Everyone that I've shown them to has become, like, a huge fan of them, and that says something about their music. It's like, their first album or two was, like, but then they really picked up, and it's just, like, unbelievable to hear them. It's just, like, their own sound. It's so good. Exhausting Fire, their newest album, was not as good, but it's still fucking great. And now they're gone. They're gone, man.
You're reminding me that I have to actually change my top 5. Number 1 is going to be Sabaton still, but number 2 is going to be System of a Down, because I love System of a Down.
No.
Yes, I love
Here we
System
go
of
again.
Down.
System of a Down hasn't put out a good fucking record.
They haven't put out a record since 2000.
Since Aerials. And like
no. All their albums, they have 5 albums. When you every one of them is a masterpiece.
If you hear their hit songs are really good. I'll admit that. But like everything else is just like druggy, fucking weird.
It's not
whatever. Darren Malakian screeching into the night.
Do you have something to say?
Yeah, it's fucking garbage.
It's not.
I don't understand why people are so like they're like the biggest band of.
They're the biggest band because they're the greatest band ever.
Chop Suey and all that, like those were mega hits, and I understand.
Yeah,
that. But like, why are they such a huge band still?
Because they came up with an original sound that happened to be fucking awesome.
What?
Nobody can be them.
Melodic Middle Eastern sounding like wailing?
Whatever the fuck
And
you
then
want to
call it. Like weird fucking manic
No.
sounding fucking metal. Manic metal. Fuck that. We didn't get to... Did we go over Crowbar?
We didn't go over Crowbar at all.
All I had, I gave. Crowbar's fucking great. It's kind of an acquired taste.
It really is an acquired... I wouldn't say any other band is like as much of an acquired taste as Crowbar.
And like...
You don't like them on your first listen.
They've been consistently good. Like, they don't have any standout tracks. I mean, like, Severed the Wicked Hand is a fucking great album.
Uh-huh.
But like... Oh, look, there's a bug on my floor. But... Their sound has just consistently been really good, and they haven't had any bad albums, but they haven't had, like, great albums.
Yeah, they don't have one album you can point to that, like,
Severed
belongs...
Wicked Hand, I guess. I don't know.
But even that, you can't take one Crowbar album and say, this is a great achievement in metal, like you can do with so many other bands.
They've just been kind of, like, good.
Like, you look at Gojira, and you can take From Mars to Sirius and plaster it on a wall and be like, this is a great achievement in metal.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with Crowbar. There's no one album that stands out as being, like, an excellent album.
It's kind of unfortunate.
It is kind of unfortunate. I hope they can get one together that
they're recording one right now.
Yeah. But, you know, it's probably just going to sound like every other fucking Crowbar album.
They kicked out their bassist or their guitarist, the dude with the beard, which is everyone in the band.
Everyone has a beard.
The dude with the bald head and the big beard, he got kicked out via text message. I just read that. That's funny. He seemed cool and nice. But yeah, that's what's going on in Crowbar.
I hope that Crowbar puts out an album, this next album.
Hopefully that's...
And I hope it takes over the metal world. Like what happened with Arch Enemy's newest album.
Yeah.
How all of a sudden they were like the talk of the fucking town and everybody heard of them and they all had to go see them. I hope that's what happens with Crowbar.
Kill that bug, sir.
Where?
I think it's an earwig. It's moving along the fucking wall there.
Oh, there he is.
Metal!
Can't get him.
You gotta smash him with your fist, sir.
I'm gonna get him with this.
Stab him with the cord. Welcome to Bug Killing Hour, or Minute. The Bug Killing Minute on the Skumcast. I'm gonna narrate everything that's going on. Skunk's moving the lamp. He's trying to kill this earwig bug thing with the sharp end of a plug. Oh, he nailed him.
Oh, I fucking cut him
Cut off his head, cattle decapitation style, sir. God damn it, just smash it. Don't stab it, smash it.
He's gone.
No, he's still alive. He's still writhing in pain. Now we've moved to the other wall. Skunk doesn't want to smash it. He just wants to stab it. Electricity isn't doing much. Maybe you gotta scratch at it.
Pokemon are not
scratch at it. You're gonna wake up the roaches. You kill it? Is it dead? Oh, well, I don't see any movement. We paused for a few seconds.
I think we've got it. I think the bastard's dead.
Oh. The bastard's dead.
Good.
The only good bug is a dead bug. Anyway.
And honeybees, they're useful.
They produce useful stuff, but I hate honeybees.
Yeah, but they're useful. They keep us alive.
Honey bitches, am I right?
Butterflies are cool too. If you don't like a butterfly, then fuck you.
Bugcast. With the Scum Dogs.
The Scum Dog Millionaire.
The Scum Doms. Is that all of our list? Him. We didn't get to him. Him's the last one.
Who gives a shit about him?
His Infernal Majesty. I don't like that, but...
The fire inside.
I've always been a big fan of him. I think him was like one of the bigger bands when I was getting into rock and metal because I was introduced to Viva La Bam, which like forever changed me and made me an angsty skater kid who is obsessed with the heartogram and shit.
Oh no.
I mean, I definitely credit them for who I am today. So
Look,
Viva La Bam is a fucking great show too.
I've seen a lot of Viva La Bam, and I hardly remember any of it because it's just like,
Him is consistently okay.
CKY
They're not great.
is interesting.
CKY is pretty good. They have their bad ones though, just like him. But like him
CKY
overall is
have that
pretty
one
fucking
good
badass.
song. What's that? 99.
Yeah, that was their mega hit.
Yeah.
99 Quite Bitter Beings.
Yeah.
Quite Bitter Beings.
No, 96 Quite Bitter
96,
Beings.
yeah.
That's it.
Shit. But yeah, I mean,
Hey, you know,
all it represents the rest.
I'm telling you, all it took in the '90s to become a big famous band was to come up with one cool riff, and CKY did it.
Yeah, have it be catchy. Say the fucking song title a bunch of times. So yeah, to close it out, those are our top picks and honorable mentions, and a few gripes and a dead bug. To close out the episode 1 of the Skumcast.
The Skumcast with Skunk and Dom.
Skum. We need to come up with a better name. Like Skum is good.
Skum is good.
Like a Scum Talk, or I don't know. We'll figure it
out. I like where we're going with it, though. We're probably the only people who are going to listen to this. Amy can't be bothered. Can't show her anything.
You other one fan who listens to this, you're cool. Thank you.
Yeah, one random subscriber, probably
great.
Some random bot based in Bangladesh.
This is the first self-aware podcast of all time.
Yes.
Scum aware. Okay. Any final thoughts, sir?
I think I'm gonna have to hurt you because you don't like System of a Down. I get that you're not into Sabaton.
You've known that.
Yeah, but every time you remind me, it's just it makes me want to just burn you alive.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up!
Wake up! We need to work on a mashup of that. Wake up! Cause a little makeup. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening. Bye, one person who listened to this.
Goodbye.
Thank you.